Hi friends, it's Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning, and today I thought I would just really quick show you kind of how I prep my learning printables and what my process is for prepping them. And by prepping them, I just mean getting them ready to be used and how I kind of store them. So I'm sure if you've seen in my other videos, I keep my printables in these plastic bins, and I have a separate video on how I kind of organize them in my cabinet. And if you want to see that video, I'll try to remember to leave a link below. But what I do as I'm prepping, so right now I am prepping Unit 4 of my Phonics for Reading program. And then I also have some just other random things I'll show you that I'm kind of prepping. I am not like doing it really fast right now because we just finished school, so I don't need them right away. We just finished for the summer, so this is our first week off, and so I'm just kind of like trying to relax. I've been sick and things like that, so I'm not like rushing myself, but I do have a few things that I want to have ready over the summer, and then I have some things that I want ready for right when we start in the fall, which I have all summer to prep and get ready. But I also, as you know me, am working on making new resources on my computer and adding them to my store, so that takes time too. Anyways, this video, however, is about prepping. So, so for prepping this unit, first thing I do is I get the bin and I print out the label for the unit, and then I stick it on there. So I buy the full page label paper, and so I print them out on full pages, and I just dropped something. I print them out on full pages, and then, there we go. And then I also print the labels for the activity centers. So here's a label, and then I put them on bags. So I decide what size bag I'm gonna need based on the activity. So some activities I can tell that I'm gonna need a bigger size bag, like a gallon size like this one. And then some of the activities are just smaller cards, so I can tell that I'm gonna just need maybe these quart size bags. So I put the labels on there. So there are 3 activity centers for this unit. So I put the labels on there, and that's the next thing I do. So making sure I have my bin, making sure I have the bags that I need, and then printing out the labels. That's the very first thing. So I print out the labels, and I put all the labels that I'm gonna need on anything on there. Then the next thing I do is I print out everything else, and I laminate it. So hang on a minute. So this is everything for this unit. Woohoo! Look at that. And I already laminated all of it. I just haven't cut anything out yet. So as you can see, I've kind of just, here's my pages, and I just put them on there, and I have them all laminated. So the next step then after this is that I am going to have to cut all of this stuff out. And the great thing is that I already have, like for this stuff that you're seeing on top, those are the activity centers, so I already have the bags. So as I cut them out, I just throw them into the bag that it goes in, and then it's ready for that activity center. And when I get down to things that aren't activity centers, like these are all still part of the activity centers. Okay, so here are some of the Fluency Strips. I have laminated them, as you can see. I like to print out the Fluency Strips on bright Astro Brights paper. I love that Astro Brights paper because it's just so bright. And I choose different colors for, you know, each unit. I don't know why, I just do. This bright, like purple color kind of is dark to me now, so I'm kind of wishing I didn't use it. But anyway, I like the orange. So when I get to these, when I cut these ones out, I will go ahead and throw on some book rings. I already threw some book rings in this bin just so I have them ready, and I will throw these book rings on to these when I cut them out. Here are some of the Flashcard Sticks, and when I cut those out, I usually put them onto sticks, onto craft sticks, if you've seen in my other videos. So I still have to do that, and I'm considering for this unit, instead of putting them on the craft sticks, putting them on book rings, and then we can flip through them instead of doing the craft sticks. I've done the craft sticks for the previous 3 units, and I'm not sure if I want to do that again for these because I just thought maybe I'd change it up, but we'll see. I may still put the craft sticks on those ones. Okay, and then these are the beginning blend, what do I call these? The Build It strips. So these ones I just have to cut out, and then I usually just put a rubber band around them, that kind of thing. So I have to cut those out, and then I have the Flip It books that I have to cut out. Now when I laminate the Flip It books, let's get to the beginning. Okay. When I laminate the Flip It books, I keep them in order, so that way when I go to cut them out, they're all in order. So see, I have like, here's the cover, and then here's page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. So they're all in order, so I just have to cut them out, and they're right there. And this one, my laminating machine ate it. So I tried to like, you know, straighten it out, but we all have those mistakes. And if it doesn't straighten itself out and I can't stand it, I will probably print it again and redo it. But for now, it is what it is. So anyways, yeah, I have to cut all that out. What else do I have down here? I have the fill-it-in mats. I made the fill-it-in mats a little different for this unit. I'm kind of excited about them. I'll do a separate video on all about this unit and how I'm going to use these. But yeah, these ones, so I also have the Phonics Readers for this unit, and I actually put these together right when I print them. So I print them out. I have not been laminating these because they do tend to stay pretty good. My kids don't tend to rip them. So I have not laminated this set, and I don't think I'm going to. I think they're okay just being paper as they are. But if I notice that my kids are being really rough, I may end up laminating because I have a lot of kids coming up that are still going to use them. So I do want to keep them nice for all my kids, but we'll kind of see. So anyways, for right now, right when I print them out, I just fold them really quick, and I hole punch and put the book rings on, and it does not take very long to quickly put these together. It really doesn't. I have a quick system where I just fold them, put them together, and go from there. They're just, each page is just folded in half. That's it. And then put in order. Okay, then just to kind of show you what I still have to do is I have been making preschool or pre-K summer review books that look like this, and I printed them out and I cut it and put it together just so that I could take pictures of it for the website. But I still need to go back and laminate these. So I have this one, and then I also printed one out black and white on the bright color paper. And I'm trying to decide what I like better. Do I like it better printed black and white on the color paper? Or do I like it better printed color on white paper? I haven't decided yet. This one does use more ink, so maybe I'll just do them black and white on the bright color paper. But either way, these are brand new, and I'm going to do a separate video all about this and how we're going to use them over the summer. But just to show you, so I have these, and I have to still laminate them. So I'm going to take them back off the book rings, and I'm going to put them in the laminator and do that. So the other thing I have here to laminate is these Phonics activity cards. So I redid my Phonics activity card set. This is my big set of cards that you've probably seen in some of my other videos. I actually went through and redid a lot of them, so I printed them out. I just kind of, I put like just some new wording on there. I put a couple of new pictures and changed them up just a little bit. They were fine the way they were, but they were an older version, and I don't know. I redid a few of them. So anyway, I printed out the new version a while ago, and I just have not had the time to laminate them. So I have to go through and I have to laminate the new set, and I will get to that, you know, one of these days eventually. This has a cutout here because I was, I take pictures of all of my activities, obviously, for the website, and so some of them are like already chopped up for that reason. But yeah, so these I have to laminate, cut out. These I have to laminate, cut out, and then this whole thing, this whole unit is already laminated, as you saw, and then my next step is to cut out. But like I said, I like to have the bags ready so that the activity centers are ready to just go right in there when they're after they're cut out, and I like to have my bin ready, so they're ready to go right into the bin when they're cut out. Now, as far as like these cards go, these cards will go into my phonics bins, and they are in the cabinet, so I don't have to have that right out, because after I laminate them and cut them out, all I have to do is just open up my cabinet and put them in the right bin. So, but I like to have everything organized, ready for me, so I know exactly where I want to put them after they are cut out and prepped. Okay, you guys, that's how I do it. I tend to be a very organized person for the most part. And so that's just kind of how my brain works. I cannot stand it if things are askew and a mess. And so that's what I do. I don't know, maybe there's a better system for it. Maybe like there's, my older boys were actually learning about assembly lines in history towards the end of the year, and I was thinking about how it would be nice to maybe get them involved in this whole process and start making this a little bit easier on myself. But anyway, that's just neither here nor there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and like I said, I'll be doing a video on these pre-K summer review books. I'm making a whole set of them. I have a whole bundle on my website, and I'll be talking about how we're going to be using these in the summer. And then, of course, I'm still working on my Phonics for Reading program. I have more units of that to finish, and, you know, all sorts of stuff. But I hope you guys are having a blessed summer, or I don't know if you've started your summer, or you may not even take off for the summer. You may, I don't know what you do. If you're a classroom teacher, you probably have off for the summer. Maybe you don't even live in America, and so having off in the summer sounds crazy, but anyway, we're enjoying our first few days off, and I am trying to relax a little. So we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.